Hi, welcome back to the Boxes of Lies game channel. We're playing Gears of War, the board game. Before we start this episode, I have got a few corrections to make. The first one was when I played Dig In, and every player in cover was meant to draw a card, and I drew a card for Damon, but I forgot to draw a card for Augustus, so we'll do that now. So Augustus gets Explore. So we can add Explore to our hand. That takes us to 4 cards. The second mistake was again about drawing a card, and it was for Augustus again. I played Blind Fire. I forgot this last part. Choose a cog figure in your area to draw 1 card. So again, Augustus should have drawn 1 extra card. So we'll give Augustus another card now. And he gets Advance. And Advance takes Augustus to 5 cards, so he's looking a little bit healthier. Poor old Augustus, we sold him short. But perhaps worse for me, when I played Blind Fire, let's look back at what I played. I used my grenades, and I used 2 of them to make a over-ranged attack on the boomer. The first attack missed. The second attack did 1 wound, but the rules tell me that I cannot use my grenades above and beyond their range of 2. So I really shouldn't have thrown those grenades. So let's assume instead that I did throw those grenades, they fell short and didn't wound the boomer. So if we play it like that way, if I correct it that way, then we're still okay as it goes, because on the very next turn I tore that boomer apart with my mulcher. Okay, so I think we're back in a position where we can play kind of happily from. The only downside is Augustus is down 2 bolo grenades that he shouldn't really be down on. Okay, let's begin turn 9. Welcome back to the game. We're going to start turn 9 with Augustus Cole. First thing is to draw 2 cards. Now we've got 5 cards in our hand, we'll just draw 1 card back up to 6. And we get a pummel. Okay, what we're going to do? Well, we want to try and advance as far as we can. We're at full health. Let's just head our way up towards that door as quickly as possible. I think I might use one of these advance cards to move 3. Advance says perform 1 attack and move up to 3 areas. Well, we're not going to use the attack because there's nothing to attack, but we're going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. And that'll do it for Augustus. So let's discard and draw our locust activation AI card, and we get a general. If 1 or more locusts is in 1 movement of you, no. Otherwise spawn 1 locust B at the map exit. Each locust then moves 1 area towards you. The locust B is a drone. And these guys do go into cover when they spawn. And then it says move 1 area towards you. So 1 area is just going to pop him right there. Damon has 3 cards, so we're going to draw 2. And he gets Teamwork and Ambush. So let's think about what we want to do with that. Well, Damon's still weighed down a little bit with his mulcher, so we definitely want to try and move in to the same area as Augustus, and then we can follow him next turn. So I want to use 2 movement and get in here, I think. This is quite tough actually. I would have liked a card which allowed me to move and then attack, but it's not really giving me what I want, so I think I'm just going to have to move. I mean, I thought about this ambush card which says move a locust figure up to 2 areas towards you and then attack it, which would have moved this drone here. But I wouldn't have gained very much, because all that would happen is the locust activation step would have come along and spawned something else, and we're back in the same position as we are now. So maybe when we're through this door that might help, but I'm more likely, I think, to use that ambush card for its follow ability. Perform 2 attacks is going to be good. Slaughter might be good. Teamwork might be good for the guard. I think I'm going to use the advance card, not for its regular stuff. I haven't got anything to attack, but let's just move 2 areas with advance. Okay, 1, 2. Discard this and locust activation step. And we draw a group of tickers. This one's going to be quite nasty, I think, but it is only tickers. There aren't any tickers in play, so spawn 1 ticker at each emergence hole within 5 movement of you. That's 5 movement of Damon. Right, let's have a look. This might be bad. We've got 1 here. So he's going to merge and drop into cover there. We have 1 here. So he's going to merge and drop into cover here. And if we look around a bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to cover us right back here. So we've got 1 more emerging and diving into cover here. And 1 more emerging and diving into cover here. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not here. This one, I forgot there's a wall here. So that's 3 tickers. Now, if we look closely here, I'll just move Damon out of the way. And this ticker here, we do have line of sight. Let's just move these out of the way. We do have line of sight through there. One, 2, 3 is the range. And with Damon in cover, that gives him +2 range. He could guard with his mulcher and take a shot at this ticker. So why don't we do that? And we have 1 guard card. We have teamwork. One, 2, 3. And this ticker has 1 defense +1 for being in partial cover. So that's 2. Have I told you about partial cover? So if you draw a line parallel to the cover that the figure is in, like this, if your line of sight doesn't cross that line, but the figure is in cover, then you're in partial cover. But this figure here, which is in cover, again we draw a line parallel with the cover that the ticker is in, so it's in this piece of cover here, then our line of sight does cross that line, so that's full cover. So 3 attack, 2 defense. That's 3 attack, that's 3 wounds. We got that ticker. Well done, Damon. Now Augustus, with his special ability of being able to guard on the same turn as another player's already guarded, can take a shot at this ticker that's just emerged. Remember, we can only guard against figures which are either moving or spawning. And Augustus can use any of his cards to guard with. And we're going to use 2 dice with our Lancer assault rifle. We can't guard with grenades. Remember that. Move up to 4 areas is going to help us actually, so I'm going to keep that one because that's good movement. But being short of ammo, I don't think active reload is going to help us much at the moment. So active reload to guard. Now remember, this ticker is in full cover, so he gets his regular 1 defense dice +2 for being in full cover. And Augustus gets 2 attack with his Lancer assault rifle. So we're going to need a little bit of luck here. What do we get? Oh wow, 1 wound. We keep rolling these blanks. There's 3 blanks, so it's 50-50 on each dice, but there you go. 1 wound, you're out of here. Well, that was a pretty good turn. We haven't moved very far, but I think that's about to change as we move into Augustus's turn.